Today we're talking about 5 social media marketing tips that anybody can do for their small business. And make sure you stick around to the end where we talk on the 5th one, we talk about the very elusive, what do I post for my social media posts? Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Mike Mancini, small business owner, entrepreneur, and small business coach. Today we're talking about 5 social media marketing tips for your small business. If you like videos like this, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button below and the little notification bell, and you'll be notified when we do release new videos each and every week. So when we're talking about marketing or doing social media marketing for your small business, it can be absolutely overwhelming. But what you need to understand is the biggest thing, you don't have to do it all. So that gets us started right away. Number 1, figure out where your audience is. Your audience is not on every social media platform. If your audience is, tweens or teenagers, they are probably not going to be found on Facebook too terribly much. They're probably more on Snapchat and Instagram. So that would probably take Facebook out of the running for you on places where to start. You want to go to where your market is. If your market is 40-something mothers, then Facebook probably would be a good place to start with your marketing. But the key is to figure out where your market is at. If you have something visual, Pinterest might be a great place to start your marketing. But figure out where your audience is at and go to that place. Number 2, start small, master it, and then add another social media channel. So what do I mean by that? If Facebook is the place where your clients or your potential customers hang out, then you're going to want to go to Facebook and learn how to use the system. Learn how to grow your following, learn what to post, what not to post, times of day to post, learn everything you can about that specific social media platform. Once you've gotten a very good grasp on it, then you can move to another. There's nothing worse than trying to divide your efforts and doing all of them at once, because I promise you, all you're going to be doing is spinning your wheels and not gaining any traction on any one individual platform. In fact, chances are you'll just be spinning your wheels on all of the platforms versus just one. So find one, master it, get your following on there, start growing your following, and then go to another channel if you need to. Number 3, and I've already touched on this, but I feel it's big enough that I must repeat myself. You don't have to master them all. If your audience is not on Twitter, why would you even bother having an account? I mean, if you want to have one just to show that you have a business presence, that is one thing. But you should not feel that you have to have an account on every single social media platform, because your clients, chances are there might be some on those platforms, but the chances are they kind of congregate on 1 or 2. You don't have to master them all. In fact, we kind of concentrate mostly on our YouTube channel now. We've gotten away from Facebook because we found that we are getting more clients off of our YouTube channel, so we've really put our focus there. Sure, we have a pretty good Facebook following, but we're not really putting that big of an effort towards it right now. We're just kind of maintaining. We'll probably try and grow it a little bit later. But right now, all of our focus is on our YouTube channel, so that's really where we're putting all of our time. So figure out which one that you want to start with and master just one of them. Remember, we're not trying to master everything, we're trying to master one. Number 4, and this one I want to give a great example for, you don't have to update daily. I promise you, your followers are not watching every day to see what you update. And if you are updating every day, chances are unless they are obsessed with you, they are not watching every single thing that you post or reading it or following it or whatever, or liking it or whatever it might be. So you should pick and choose and make sure it's valuable content for your following, but you're not just wasting their time. And the example I want to say is, we had a client that we went and met with, and she literally had posts for all of her social media accounts. And I think at the time she was running 3 of them, but she had posts out for 90 days on all 3 of them. She had them all scheduled out. So she literally had sat down and written posts for 90 days each day on all 3 accounts. So 270 individual posts she had written and scheduled. But the biggest problem was those actually were not getting her any followers. She was losing them. And when I showed her that, I said, because your posts don't mean anything. And we're going to touch on that one in a second. But your posts don't mean anything. You're literally posting just a post. It's not valuable information. People are probably tired of seeing you talk about the weather or the baseball game or whatever it might be. But the problem is that you were posting too much and it was not relevant or important content to those people. So don't post every day unless you absolutely need to, or it's valuable content that everybody needs to see. But chances are you probably won't post every single day unless you have a massive following, and then you could probably get away with it a little bit more. However, when you're trying to build it up, you don't want to scare people off. You want to bring them in and you want to keep them there. And last but not least, what do you post? Everybody struggles with this, especially when starting their own small businesses. What do I post about? I don't know how to talk about myself. Do I talk about myself? Do I talk about my business? Am I talking about my business too much? You get the idea. The first place I always start is testimonials. If you're starting a business, you probably have done the job for other people. Have them write you out a testimonial. And the way you can just put it on your post is, hey, we got this great testimonial from Bob who said blank, blank, blank. Thanks so much, Bob. We really appreciate your business. Let us know if we can help you out in the future, right? You're just telling people that, hey, we are legitimate. We did a great job for this guy. Here's these awesome things that he had to say and how much we appreciate him sending that testimonial in. You don't want to post all those in a row though, right? So you'd start maybe with a testimonial. Great. The next one you might want to start is a problem solution outcome is what I like to call them. And it's very easy. You just literally say, okay, so we had Susie who called us, and you can change the names, obviously. We had Susie who called us and said she had this problem. Here was the solution that we came up with, and here was the outcome. So Susie came to us with this problem, and we presented Susie with our 1, 2, 3 solution, which means 1, 2, 3, give her the points. And then the outcome was she was extremely happy. In fact, she was so happy she gave our contact information to her neighbor before we even left. Right? So you're saying a problem, solution, outcome. And the reason is you're trying to connect with people who have those same problems. And if you're telling a story about that, they may connect with that and be like, oh, I have those same problems as well. Maybe I should call this company. They know how to solve it. Another one could be case studies. Case studies are great. So you can start talking about how you've worked with a client for a while, where they were when you started with them, where you have taken them to, maybe the journey a little bit. It doesn't have to be too horribly long, but case studies do tend to be longer posts because you want to give a lot of relevant information, but that's an idea for you to go with. Next, before and after. If you have visual things or if you have a service business, you can show a picture of before, show a picture of after, and say, talk about the client though. Remember, it's not all about you. It's about what you can do for other people to help solve their problems. So you can say this person had this problem. Here was the solution. Here's the outcome, and show these pictures. That kind of falls into the problem, solution, outcome, but visually before and after pictures are absolutely phenomenal. Last, you could do promotions, offers, or new products. If you have a new product that come out that is very relevant to your following, then I would post it there. If it's not relevant, don't post it. You don't want to be posting products every single day unless that is working out for you. But if you're posting stuff every single day and you're not getting any likes or you're not getting any feedback or people are unfollowing you, then you know you're doing something wrong. So keep track of your statistics, keep track of your followers, keep track of your likes for each individual post and say, you know what? I see that once I posted these 5 ones, I lost half my audience. Then you know that that's the wrong kind of content. If you have any other tips for helping promote your small business on social media, do us a favor, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear more about those. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, do me a favor. Over on the right-hand side, there'll be a couple more videos that will help you master your small business. Thanks so much for watching.